A couple of years ago, I gave a talk here for Earth Day, and I started out by quoting Edmund Burke, a member of the British Parliament in the 1700s, who said, "No one ever made a greater mistake than he who did nothing because he could do only a little." And then I gave you a few ideas about something little that you could do to help some of the problems we as stewards of Mother Earth are faced with. I wonder if any of you did any little thing. Well, I've been doing quite a few little things. I'll share with you a little bit. I may be a bit more avid about this than some of you are. Like, I refuse to drink out of those crazy little plastic bottles that are stealing water out of our Florida water aquifer and putting them in little plastic bottles that are harming the earth, both in the making and in the disposal. But I've been carrying canvas bags to the grocery store for, would you believe, 30 years? 30 years. Long time ago, when I was working with the Florida Native Plant Society, somebody sent us a canvas bag that said, "Just say neither." That's when the grocery stores were asking you, do you want paper or plastic? So I told them, neither. And then the Florida Native Plant Society sold them to their members with the logo on it. And we sold hundreds of them to Florida Native Plant members. And I was one of the first to go to the new Whole Foods store when it opened up. And they had canvas bags then. Now they have plastic bottle ones, which I don't think are as good. They don't last 30 years like the canvas ones do. I never forget to take them with me, because as soon as I empty the groceries out, I'd put them back in the trunk of the car. I haven't had a paper napkin in my house for maybe 20 years. I had a friend who was a seamstress who made me napkins to match every one of my tablecloths. So I have red ones for the ones that have red things on them. I have blonde ones for my light-colored tablecloth. I have little blue ones. You just throw them in the laundry with the sheets and towels. You don't have to use a paper towel every time. My paper towel roll plus lasts me about a year. If they get too used, I use sponges to wash my dishes, and if they get too used for washing dishes, I'm using them to mop the spots up off the floor. Both the bags and the napkins get washed in the laundry with the towels and the sheets. When I go to the Winter Garden Market, I carry my basket. It's an African grass basket that I bought way back when College Park was having a market in their little park there on Edgewater Drive. Anyway, they don't know me from Adam, but they sure do know my basket. So, without any of those little plastic baggies, I never have to use them because I do have a little bag for my green beans, which I pick up at the market and dump into my little bag. And you can do the same thing. I make broth out of my chicken bones and soup out of leftovers. I take vegetable scraps out to my 2 chickens who give me 2 eggs a day. And you all know I've been driving a hybrid car since 2004. And I had a funky little orange electric car before that. Remember it? Anybody? Dave, remember that? I put solar panels on my roof, and my power bill last month was $12 and some cents. I'm getting a bit old for doing all the things that I could do for the environment, or even in this beautiful environment God has given us. But I tried hard to not do nothing because I can only do a little. Have you done a little something too?